And we're back here once again with another episode of the MSK show. And this is going to be episode 236. So I hope you guys had a great day and I hope you guys have a great weekend that is ahead of you. And in this episode of the MSK show, just in a little bit after we get done talking, having that usual bro guy conversation, we are going to be actually giving you guys James Gunn's masterpiece. No, that's the not happening because I don't actually know James Gunn personally, but I am a fan of, some of his work. But I wanted to make sure that I actually did this later on in the week. That way, things have kind of calmed down from the initial wave of what would usually happen when like new trailers for movies hit, when we actually do trailer reactions. So tonight, I'm going to be actually, watching the newest Superman official trailer for the first time. I've not actually watched it at all, not seen any spoilers, nothing. So I want to make sure I give you guys my first time reaction to it, and obviously we're gonna make a video out of it. So we're gonna talk as usual, then we're gonna do the talk for the video, obviously, watch the trailer and then talk after the trailer. And that's literally the only video for tonight, generally speaking, because I have to go have sex with my wife. I'm just fucking with you guys, but sorry about last night. Me and Warren usually have our show on Thursdays and Friday. What ended up happening was basically the Dingus Den and Knowing Without You both pushed their shows to this exact week, yesterday, actually. So that would mean that if I actually added in the Cloud9 podcast and our show as well, that means I would have done 4 shows in a day. Now, some years ago, back in the day, I could have did that. 4 shows, easy. Just got to space them out. 1 hour 30 to at least a minimum 1 hour 10 minutes at a time. But I can't do that anymore. I just don't have enough time to do that. So, like when I do any shows, the max that I could ever do of shows during a day is like at least 3. But after the shows that I had with the Dingus Den and Know Me Without You, I was just basically dead, and I was just, next to my computer, just editing videos actually. And I was like, wow, I just have no strength to do this anymore. So I told Chaz, and then I told Warren, hey, we're just going to, push our shows back to another day. So the Cloud9 podcast, we're going to give you guys an episode of that on Saturday around 6 p.m., 7 p.m. PST. And then we're also going to give you guys the episode on Sunday as well. So you'll be getting 2 episodes of the Cloud9 podcast for Saturday and Sunday. And then, obviously with, myself and Lunchbox Warren, I'll make sure to have our show constantly Thursday in a more of a consistent fashion. So that way, if you guys are looking forward to it, you get it. Because I'm old. I break
It's
apart.
it's not as
Yeah.
easy. I was pretty tired last night anyway, so
God.
I'm kind of glad that we had to miss
And
it.
Warren is like, you know what? I have to get high to talk to MSK, and I got to pet my dog when I'm on the show. God.
Yeah, it's my therapy.
Mm.
Keeps me calm.
But how was your day, man?
That was good. Just working today. It was not as long as yesterday, but yeah, good day. Working on some artwork.
Hell yeah.
And what's up, DK? What's up, Walter?
DK,
Both in the
what's up,
chat.
buddy? How you doing, man? Yes, the Warren show is on. Oh my God. Jeez, man. I hate
Taking
all you
over.
guys. Yeah, goodness gracious. So, Walter, I was just thinking about you, you sick, smug son of a bitch, because I actually wanted to show you this because Walter is, one of the supporters, and he likes comics to a certain degree, but he doesn't really like superhero stuff. So I usually try to look for non-superhero related stuff on the new comic book Wednesday most of the time. Like whenever that happens for the week, I try to look for like non-superhero related stuff to like add to the comic book market watch, series. Because, there are people like Walter that, they like comics, but they're just not into superhero comics, which is fine. So I wanted to show you guys this actually, and I'll be talking about this book, obviously, you know, when I do comic book market watch, actually. So this is a new series. called Exquisite Corpses. This is a new number 1, so this is not tying into a previous existed series. Actually, this text is so small, I need to make this bigger. Okay, so thank God for bigger ways to enhance Google Chrome tabs. Let me actually hit it up another notch. Oh my God, why is this microscopic? Because if you guys don't know, monitor, it's 34 inches wide, like I was obviously inside my wife last night. Obviously an easy layup, you know. So written by James Tiny in the fourth, art by Michael Walsh, not Matt Walsh, Jordi Bellier, cover by Michael Walsh, series premiere. Every 5 years on Halloween, the wealthiest families in America play a game. 12 of the deadliest people in the world are dropped into a small town with just one goal. Last killer standing wins. For the citizens of Oak Alley, Maine, this year's unlucky arena, the goal is much simpler. They must survive the night. Experience a comics event like no other from the minds of James Tiny in the fourth and Michael Walsh as they lead a group of the most exciting voices in the industry. Over 13 blood-soaked chapters, these creators will collaborate and compete to determine who wins and who dies, and the games begin in this triple-sized debut, 64 pages, full color, rated M, cover price $4.99 MSRP. Sounds good. You can sign me up for that.
Yeah, that sounds really good. That sounds like
Really
where
interesting.
where are the John Wick directors? We need to make this into a movie or a TV series. But yeah, no, that sounds good. I like the cover too. That's good looking artwork.
It reminds
Yeah.
me of two movies. It reminds me of Ready or Not, that movie
Hmm.
with what's her name? Good God. I think it's Samara Weaving who was in that. And then also reminds me of like Hunger Games to a certain extent, you know?
Yeah.
Kind of like last person wins or whatever. But if they all have to wear masks, it's gonna be even harder. It's like, what are the rules? Can you like take it off or can you not take it off? How long can you potentially have it on or off? You know, I don't know. So yeah, whenever it's a creator-owned series, kind of like Bug Wars, I know we're a little bit behind on that, guys, but we'll get through it eventually. Or this one called Exquisite Corpses. Yeah, the reason why I actually like reading those is because it is kind of fun to get away from Marvel and DC sometimes and read some stuff that's not them. And James Tiny in the fourth, if you guys don't remember, he was one of the biggest proponents on actually moving away from the big two some years ago, back in 2019. He was one of those creators that was actually selected to be in that Substack group of creators where it's going to be just creator owned IPs. I don't know whatever happened to that when Substack was going to do that, but they probably realized there's no real reason to do that in 2025 for the comic book industry. Specifically, it's kind of also like what League of Legends is going through too, like specifically with like the LTA. It's like creating a brand new thing like this in 2025 is very, very, very difficult. So he probably was like, "Hey, I'm just gonna go to Image and just make some my own shit." Honestly, because James Harden the fourth, he's on Batman and a bunch of other things, as well. So I'm glad he can be on like Image Comics titles and just make his own shit. That's what you.
Well, but
Yeah,
it's
go
not
ahead.
easy to be a publisher. So it's like if Substack tried to do it, they probably just really couldn't figure it out, couldn't get all the gears going on it, don't have the connections. Image is already in shops. They already have a deal with Lunar. Is it? I think are they Lunar?
I
Or
think so. I could be wrong.
yeah. Well, anyway, they have a publisher. They're in shops. They have the infrastructure set up. So it just seems smarter to go through them. They do have a what is it? It's like you got to pay money to get your book in the Image, but I don't know. I can't remember quite all the details on it, but it
Oh
was
no, I would imagine that's the reason why you only have like big name people in Image that used to be former Marvel and DC pros. Because from what I've heard, the alleged number to get into Image is pretty high. So I would imagine if you've been a somewhat relatively known established creator from the mainstream, you probably get like a discount of some sort. If one of them probably gets, some money
yeah,
of it
yeah.
knocked off. But I mean, is James Tiny in the fourth able to kind of sell his own shit? I mean, I'll be honest with you guys. There's a reason why if I was ever offered this, even though I know it wouldn't make me enough money, I know it wouldn't. This situation is never going to happen either. I will say this. If I was ever offered to write a Batman story, the amount of people that will actually follow you on Twitter and actually like you and literally love you just for writing a Batman story is out of this world. Literally, I think that's the only reason why some of these guys are still doing it, is because like you could literally write a decent story. Then if they find your Twitter profile or your X profile, or God forbid your Blue Sky profile, then they just kind of follow you. You just get free fans just
Yeah.
for writing on some of the like most biggest characters. And yeah, James Tiny, he's written on Batman quite a bit, so that's gonna get him instant fans. Oh, that's the guy that wrote my Batman runs. That's just almost guaranteed people right
Yeah, if
there.
you could pull like 1,000, 5,000, 10,000 fans, you're talking about easily $200,000-300,000 Kickstarters if you can monetize most of them.
Yeah,
It all depends on how many you can monetize. Because you could have 1,000,000 fans, and if they're not buying your shit, then it's like okay.
that's
But
crazy. Yeah.
it's all about the levels of monetizing. But you're absolutely right, though. If you could drawing or writing Batman puts a lot of eyes on you and gets you in there. And I mean, even being an image is going to put eyes on these guys too. So if you wanted to do something where it's like I'm going to crowdfund something, then he could be bringing easily 10, 20,000 people in with him. And if he's doing that, then you're talking about like Lady Death and those high level campaigns. But because that's a big secret, or the big key to success with crowdfunding is is bringing that fan base with you in, so then that way you can grow it in Kickstarter, but having a good solid fan base to start with is going to helps out quite a bit. But yeah, it's gonna looks like an interesting read, so I'm gonna definitely pick it up.
Yeah, and this is something that Eric July talked about a long time ago, is like, to be fair, just because you did write a Batman, a Spider-Man, or X-Men, or Hulk, or Thor story, doesn't mean you even have fans from that in general. It's literally just a flip of the coin,
Yeah.
honestly, with most of this stuff. The only reason why I said I would do it is that people would just go and like you and follow you just because you wrote on Batman. It's
Oh
actually
yeah.
insane how much that even has pull. Like, even if you wrote a Superman Action Comics run for a little bit there, you'll get guaranteed people that will just enjoy
Yeah.
what you're going to do. Like, Walter said, I have a comic bookstore right by me. I will go tomorrow and check it out. They have it. I think I'll pick up Absolute Batman 2 and maybe Transformers. Well, Transformers, you can actually buy the Transformers trade paperbacks that'll probably be selling to you at a discount for the other previous two, because the Transformers third trade paperback that'll catch you up with where the series is mostly at right now just came out this week. So I'll cover it really quickly. So obviously I have to do this for Comic Book Market Watch anyway. So as you guys know, Transformers Volume 3 Combiner Chaos dropped this week. If you're someone that likes this series, and I heavily vouch for this series, I love this series. We've already did 2 reviews of both of the first volumes for the Transformers Image Comics and Skybound series. The first volume, which is the first trade, Robots in Disguise, easily one of the best comic books I've read in my entire life. Absolutely just so damn good. This collects the first 6 issues, and you have Transformers Volume 2, Transport to Oblivion. This collects issues 7 through 12. So these are the first 2 arcs, and then you get the third arc, which just dropped this week. So I would just say, if you go to your comic book store, just get all 3 of them and then just read all 3 of them, and you're pretty much just all cut up, as this newest arc is starting right now. So just this week, they're on issue 20, and these go by 6 issues. So the next trade is going to have issues 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. So yeah, it's going to be a little bit of time before we get to volume 4. Absolute Batman is on issue 7 right now. Like, it doesn't have a trade out. Absolute Batman's first trade doesn't drop until like August. Like, right now, I would recommend just getting all of the first 8 issues, honestly. That's what I would recommend. Unless you want to wait for the trade, go ahead and do that. If you want to wait for the trade, I wouldn't tell you not do it, but you're going to be waiting a while for that first trade. And by the time you even get to the first trade, that third arc is probably going to be almost over in itself. So I would, if you want to catch up right now, just get the first 8 issues. And we recently reviewed Absolute Batman issue number 6. We'll be reviewing issue number 7. Series is good. It's good.
Yeah, I like it.
Very good. It's very, issue number 6, a banger. There is some, oh, good Lord, Scott Snyder is such a dumb libtard sometimes. But that some of the dialogue scenes, you're like, okay, all right. And he's a libtard because he said he was going to vote for Kamala Harris and Tim Walton. Come on, bro.
Yeah.
What are you doing? And it's okay. It's okay. He writes some good Batman stories. He's debatably, it's not even debatable anymore. He has written the best Batman story in the last 10 years. Not even this one.
He's definitely the best Batman writer active right now. Easily.
Even when he did Death in the Family, which was written basically when he was probably high on meth, was still very fun. That series is wild. That was fun.
Court of Owls was his best. Mm-hmm. Without a doubt. It's kind of gone. For me, it's kind of I did like the one where Batman's carrying around Joe. It's like the futuristic one where
you're talking about Dark Knight's death metal?
No, it's the one where
laughs.
Huh?
There's a man who laughs?
Not it was later than that. It's like he's carrying around Joker's head in a jar, and it's like post-apocalyptic.
Oh, that must be one of those White Knight series.
Yeah,
that's not Scott. That's I think that's either Chip Zdarsky or that's, oh my God, that's Kyle Higgins or one of them, I think.
Yeah.
I don't think that's Scott. Scott did Justice League. He did America's Card Room. Yeah, America's Vampire Card Room, some shit like that. And he's did Batman.
Joker was in the Lantern.
I totally maybe he. No, I don't think it was. I don't.
Capullo was doing the artwork, so I just figured Snyder was writing, but I can't remember the damn name of that one. Another good Batman writer though is Sean Gordon Murphy, who did the White Knight.
Yeah, it was Sean Gordon Murphy. There you go. Yeah, that was him.
If you read those are really good.
Oh, goodness. You and Savage Dad sold me on Transformers after the first video. It was so good. Man, if I ever did a video, what would be a cool video to do? Because I got this idea from Comic Book Report. That guy's channel is great. If you haven't checked that guy's channel out, that guy's amazing. He had a video where it was literally titled 5 comic books that I wish I could reread. Oh my God. If I ever had a video like that, I wish I could reread Transformers Volume 1, Robots in the Skies Again. Oh my God. It's like, oh, it's too good. It's like when you're reading and your dick's about to explode, but it won't, obviously. It's just that good. Or like when I read I'm still gonna say Ultimate Wolverine issue 1 has the coldest ending to a comic book that we've read. Literally after what happens, Nightcrawler's monologuing, and then Wolverine, he's getting taken away by the plane. The like that freaking hatch is open or whatever, but he just looks at the freaking he just looks up like this. He's all just absorbing what's in the moment. Oh my God. Easily one of the coldest endings to a comic book I've read recently. So fucking good. I have to finish reading Wolverine Deep Cut. I read issue 1 of that. That was also really, really good. I would also recommend Green Lantern, Jeremy Adams' Green Lantern run. If you get the first trade.
I've been trying to find that. I got to get the graphic novel on that. I got to find that one.
The first 2 trades are out. The first Green Lantern trade by Jeremy Adams is man, that's just peak right there. Woo, damn. God. Well, mostly Savage Dad sold me on it. You were just there. Wow. We have to finish Absolute Wonder Woman's first arc. I didn't mind Absolute Wonder Woman. It just isn't as strong as Absolute Batman. It's not terrible.
No, I've got to start Absolute Superman. I have all of them, but I haven't read them yet.
Absolute Superman number 1, I thought was actually terrible. I thought it was literal trash.
I'm gonna keep reading good things about it though now, so I wonder if it just took a little bit to get going.
Laps told me the same thing. Issue 1 is quite literally terrible. It's actually garbage. I was like, damn. And I was like, it can really just only go up from here, right? If it starts this bad, I'll tell you right now, if you can't get past issue 1, I wouldn't blame you. That fucking book was terrible. It was actually trash. Michael, what's up? How you doing? You guys are all clout chasers. Oh my
Yeah, what's
god.
up, Michael? What's up,
God.
WZ?
There might be
What's up,
another.
Judo?
There might be another one that you might be interested in, Walter. I was talking to Warren about it before we went live. It's this one right here. Maybe if you're into this, I added it to my pull list. I don't know if we'll have a chance to review it. But it's called Chess City of Heroes. It's a new number one, so it's just starting right here. Written by Alfred Page, Michael Hardwick. What a name. Michael Hardwick. What a name. Holy fuck. Art by Louis Ruben Rivera Nunes. God, what are these? My goodness. Covered by Monthos. The Chess Strike Team helps a superhero team called the Guild save a city under attack by giant robots. Action and bright colors make this comic a must for those looking to recapture the excitement of early 90s superhero comics. 28 pages, full color, cover price $4.99 MSRP. And then this is cover A. That's cover B. That's cover. No, that's a
That's
different. No,
covered Cold Witch.
no, that is a different book. Yeah, that's a different book right there.
Cadman.
This is also another new number one book. What the hell is this? A new miniseries premiere? Oh fuck, that looks nope. That cover art looks bad. It's like, all right. Anything else ended up happening this
With
week?
what?
I don't think so.
I
Any
don't think
other
so.
big news? Yeah, we have to save Ironheart because I was like, damn, if we react to these trailers right
Oh
now,
yeah, I rewatched that trailer too, and I was just like, oh, it
gosh.
just not look good.
But you know what's gonna be the crazy narrative about this, dude? Racism. That because
Oh yeah,
what's so crazy about some of these? I don't even believe some of these are real people on Twitter that, you know how like they'll retweet the trailer and they'll be like, look at the reason why discussing film has to basically lock down the replies because of racist. And it's like, is that the playbook every single time someone
yeah.
doesn't like basically a black woman leading a show? Is that they automatically assume it's just because of racism? When in reality, if we're just going to use the most recent example of this, just the most recent example, Sinners, directed by a black man,
Yeah.
starring a black man, just came out, and a lot of people liked it.
Well,
Racism wasn't blamed
yeah.
then.
It's because that's the thing too. No one cares that it's a black girl in an Iron Man suit. What we care about is the trailer looks bad, like bad story decisions, the bad special effects. It's like I want to make in the trailer. She's like, I want to make something iconic. It's like, well, you're just making the same thing some other dude made. Like you're not doing it. Like I don't understand. I don't get like it's just they're trying to girl boss her already so much. She won't listen to her friends when she everything that happens to her she just gets out of kind of deal. It looks really like one of those. The show's been on hold for 3 years. It's been in development. It really does look like something that was made for 3 years ago. If you look at the plot, what the trailer shows now, it could just be the trailer, and the show could be good. I don't want to be one of those guys that just shits on something without seeing it. But at the same time, though, it's like just from what the trailer's showing me, it does not. It doesn't hit me at all. Like it just this trailer just has all these bad flags about it. Now the Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man trailer looked terrible, but I actually liked the first episode of the show and the second one, and then I haven't got a chance to go back to watch the rest of them. But the animation looked a lot better than I thought it was going to, and I kind of like the characters. But with this one, with the Marvel's track record, I don't want to see it.
Yeah, because like that's the thing is, if I'm supposed to believe that it's different this time, then why would it be at this point? I mean, people don't even remember. I was here with these shows when they started with WandaVision, and we would watch them and do watch parties for them right when the episodes drop. So they drop essentially 12 p.m. Sorry, yeah, 12 p.m. Would it be 12 p.m.? No, it'd be 12 a.m. PST, which is 3 for you, or roughly around 3 for you, right? And
Well, I'm in
that would mean,
Washington, so I'm the same time as you.
okay, you're right. So for people that were on the East Coast when they were with me doing it, they're beyond like their 3 a.m. and everything. And then we're wasting our time watching these shows because it's the same shit every single show. And for a few of them, we were like, you know what? Maybe it'll get better, because you don't ever want to have like just your justification for stopping something just to being the one time thing, right? So once we got past, I mean, once I got past Loki, I was like, I think I know what this is going to be every single time. And we did watch parties for all the shows, all the way up until She-Hulk. And She-Hulk was when I think I stopped paying for Disney Plus in general because well, to be fair, it wasn't just about Disney Plus. I canceled like all my streaming services because I just wasn't using them enough to justify having them, even if it was just one. Because
And it adds up pretty quick too. Like
yeah,
it's $100,
yeah,
$150 a month if you
yeah.
got too many of them.
Well, I'm a hot, rich, single bachelor, so
Oh yeah,
I only have the one screen. But even that, it's like, okay, I'm paying $8 a month for this, and I'm barely using this at all. Like
yeah,
it's just not worth having in general. And I'm not even using it for just a movie. I'm not. I would literally not touch it in months, and I would just let other people use it. That's it. They would use it more than me, and I'm the one paying for it. It's like, well, no reason to have this fucking shit anymore. I might eventually get Netflix back because there is stuff I want us to watch on there. That's eventually, but it's just one of these things now where it's just like, why would I invest time in these shows when I know it's going to be the same thing? I think they said they're dropping the first 3 episodes because it's going to be an 8-episode series. So let me just tell you guys the playbook of these series. You're going to get the first 3 episodes. And there'll be no reactions. Oh my God. None of that's going to happen. That's going to happen. It's going to leave you with a lot of intrigue and mystery that's really drawn out and horrible dialogue, horrible pacing. Character motivations don't make any sense. The usual nonsense with the Disney Plus MCU shows. Then you're going to have this gap in the mid part of the season where you're just bored out your ass every episode after the first 2 or 3 episodes like they like to drop. Then by the last episode, they're going to make the finale, and it's going to end so contrivably stupid. You're going to be saying this exact line. Damn, that was really meh. That was really mid. I should have just waited until the whole thing was out to binge it. These shows literally are the epitome of I'll binge it when I get to it. Not even like I'll binge it immediately after it's over. I'm going to binge it when I maybe if I was really high, I'll fucking binge it,
yeah,
That's it. Because, like, I just don't know why would it be any different this time around. I've literally seen WandaVision, Falcon Soldier, Loki, What If Season 1, Hawkeye, Miss Marvel, Moon Knight, and almost all of She-Hulk. That's almost 8 shows right there. I just couldn't imagine it not being any different. And you guys have said it's not gotten better. You guys don't like Secret Invasion. I'm saying this is what you guys said, not me. You guys don't like Secret Invasion. You didn't like Echo. You didn't even like Daredevil, which is supposed to be like the biggest one that a lot of people were interested in, like essentially being like, okay, this is supposed to be the show that is supposed to be better than all of them. You guys said you didn't like that. And then you guys also said you don't care for Ironheart. Why do we? I'm just saying, we cover the trailers because it's just talking about the news and movies and stuff. But I'll be honest here. This is the same shit. Or my friendly neighbor Spider-Man. We watched the trailer and I literally forgot it ever existed right after the trailer.
Oh yeah. I only watched it because a friend of mine kind of like turned it on while I was there, and I watched it because the trailer was terrible. That was a terrible trailer.
Actually, one of the worst looking trailers they've ever put out.
Yeah.
That's because at least with the Ironheart trailer, they at least like put Ryan Coogler there to make it look a little bit more like cinematic. Yeah. That Spider-Man was horrifyingly bad, actually awful.
Yeah.
And keep in mind, trailers are supposed to be your first impression of these shows. And I'm not always saying that like a good trailer equals a great product. It's definitely 50-50. But if my first impression of a show is that you might as well just almost count me out, honestly. Yeah, see, that's the thing. Daredevil should never have been meh. It should just be at least very minimum solid. It should be at very minimum solid to good. Daredevil was a show. Kevin Feige literally went over to their production, said stop the whole thing, start over from scratch, and we know what the show would have looked like before he did it, and then it still came out, what you guys said, not good. Even when Kevin Feige inserts himself, it doesn't come out good. Like
Well, I don't know how trustworthy Kevin Feige is anymore, to be honest.
that's been sold a while ago. His goodwill's gone, yeah.
Yeah, there's no goodwill with him. And that's one thing I was saying before was to reestablish that I think it was a couple weeks back we were talking about how to reestablish the goodwill of Disney, and part of that I think would be to clean house. You need to have a new person in Kevin Feige's spot, and then you need to kind of do a shakeup and a reboot, kind of start over and rebuild that goodwill. Leading into what the topic is tonight. That's one reason why DCU has any goodwill at all is because they did the shakeup. Now we're going to get a whole new universe. Snyder and all of them are gone, and it's under the control of James Gunn, who is script first, along those lines. So that kind of rebuilds that faith up because it's not what anything like no one that was part of it before is still connected to it now. I think Marvel needs something like that. Now, that could all change. The Russo brothers could hit a grand slam. The Doom movie for Avengers might be great. Fantastic Four has an opportunity to be good. I've not seen anything too concerning with the trailer. I liked the whole aesthetic, and I'm probably going to go watch that one at the theater. But
are you gonna go watch Ballerina?
I
reacted to the first trailer. I thought it looked pretty good. It wasn't any girl boss shit. It was, I mean, basically she took down people the way I know a girl can. The only way girls can even take down dudes twice their size and make it look so unbelievable, guys, I'm being honest here, is if they shoot them. Because but girls can't beat up guys twice. That's true. But if you shoot someone in the stomach, I don't care how big you are, you are going down.
Equalizer.
Yeah,
I love John Wick films too. So yeah, I'm gonna go watch Ballerina. I'm gonna try to go out of my way to go. I'll probably see that before Sinners because Ballerina's coming up in a couple weeks, I think.
Yeah, and it has Ana de Armas, and she looks just
She's always looks amazing.
Just so good. Damn.
WZ, you're absolutely correct. That people treat first Marvel to Endgame as if it was perfect, when in all actuality, before the Russo brothers came in and did Winter Soldier, and then James Gunn had success with Guardians of the Galaxy, Russo and Gunn, that was their most success all the way through till Endgame. They were not doing good before Winter Soldier and those films at Civil War, and then Infinity War, Endgame, Guardians 2, 3. Those movies helped keep it afloat. Well, 3 was part of the after Endgame, but before the 1 and 2, there was a lot of stinkers in that first phase. So, yeah, it wasn't all perfect either. And they might pull it out. You know, Russo's in to save the day. They're doing it without any goodwill.
It's actually insane that they weren't even considered to do the Avengers movies. It's actually insane. Now, I understand that their work outside of the MCU probably hasn't been all that good from what I've heard. But the fact that they weren't even considered to be the directors of the Avengers movies is insane. Because the only reason why they got the job back was because they had asked RDJ, why did you come back? Well, he gave the PR answer. He came back because he got a buttload of money. He said, I'm not doing it unless they're doing it.
Yeah,
and I gotta give him. He's a creepy libtard too, but I gotta give him credit. He wanted them to do it because he likes what their work is, so we got them the job. But it's like these guys have directed essentially 4 of the MCU's most popular, most profitable movies, from Winter Soldier to Civil War to the both Avengers movies. They should have been front runners, automatic priority to literally direct these movies. You know.
And I still say Winter Soldier is the best film that they've made yet. And we were talking about like from a technical all around standpoint. I think Winter Soldier
and Civil War are their best movies. I don't think it's even really that close, honestly.
Yeah.
Like Civil War, oh my god, that's still my favorite MCU movie to this day. It was so good. Like my 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 five favorites. Well, top four is Winter Soldier, Civil War, The Avengers, the first one with Josh Whedon, and Iron Man 1. Iron Man 1 is so damn good. Go rewatch it. I rewatched it I think last year. Rewatched it. So damn good. Just oh fuck.
Yeah, Josh Whedon's Avengers #1. If you, I don't know, like I don't think it's the best one, or it's even. I don't know. The problem with that film is it gives you a lot of great iconic moments, like the circle shot of the whole team. Them working together. There's a lot of great scenes in it, but if you really stack it up and look at it in a reviewing, I don't think it's nearly as good as what when the Russos took over. Like, I think Civil War is a better Avengers movie than the Avengers 1 and 2. And that's not even an Avengers movie. Technically, it's a Captain America movie.
You know, it's crazy how people call Civil War a Avengers movie. It's so weird because people haven't read that comic book story. What do you guys think the comic book is?
Yeah. I consider it a Captain America
it's a
movie.
Captain America driven story. I know it has a lot of Avengers elements to it, but even from the story, even from the comic book story, it's a Captain America driven story because you see most of it from his perspective. It's mostly his story continued from Winter Soldier. It's just added in these other characters are there for him. Like when people say it's not a Captain America movie, I'm like, what are you talking about? It starts off with them chasing Bucky to see what the hell happened with him in the last movie.
But to be fair, there's a lot of people in it, and I wouldn't call it an Avengers movie, but it's fair not to call it a Captain America movie. It's almost like
I think the Captain America movie part of it gets discarded in the plot the moment that they're trying to recruit the teams to fight each other.
Yeah.
It's not exactly a Captain America movie anymore. I think it becomes an Iron Man movie mid-second act. It's a Captain America movie in the first act, but it becomes mostly a Iron Man-led movie in the second part. Like, it's weird because you think, like, if you go back and watch Civil War, like the part where he's like detailing all the problems that they did to the world in Sokovia and all that stuff. Oh, it's so good. Like when the Russo brothers came in, they definitely elevated the quality of the movies that they were making.
Oh, yeah.
I can see why they got Infinity War and Endgame to do, you know?
Yeah.
But Winter Soldier, you know that part where he gets to make out with Scarlett Johansson because they have to do the disguise. That's what it's crazy. I had that with my wife. You know, she didn't want to have her boyfriend see her making out with me, so she just put her tongue down my throat. Do you agree with that, Warren?
Yeah, sure. That's exactly how.
Wow.
Oh, yeah, God. I rewatched Captain America #1, and that was a damn fun movie.
Really underrated. Really
very underrated. It was well done. Like I think it's better than, but I love the first Wonder Woman too, even though it didn't stick its ending. But I still like it because that first 3/4 of the Wonder Woman movie I think is really good. But Captain America, I watched it, and it's a great little fun film. It's not as good as Winter Soldier, but Winter Soldier was just chef's kiss.
The ending of the first Avenger, where he's in. I rewatched the scene. It was on Facebook. You can see all these scenes on Facebook. Or like the ending of it, where he knows he's not in the setting he's in, and he bursts down and he runs to New York, and he's like, "Captain, you're not there anymore." He's like, "Damn, I had a date." You're like, "Oh, yeah. Damn it!"
Yeah, I just wanted to get his dance. Oh, son of a bitch!
God. And then Thor. I mean, Kenneth Branagh definitely had the best Thor movie, if we're being honest here. It resembled, from what I know, from at least what I've read of Thor comic books, it's resembled most of that. At least various small parts of it. It felt the more Thor of the movies. Like, for Thor: The Dark World is just so bad. Just go. That movie sucks. I'm sorry. It sucked then. It sucked now. It's not better because we got worse. No, it's still. If we were ranking it right now, it would be at the bottom. Nothing's changing that. You know, it might be less of the bottom than the bottom, but it's still the bottom. You know,
I love Ragnarok, but it's not a good story. It's not that, like, it doesn't hold up.
What's crazy because the serious moments in it are genuinely heartfelt.
Oh, it's way better than Love and Thunder.
Yeah.
Much better balanced. It has great moments in it, but when you really look at the plot, it's just like Anthony Hopkins essentially is just there to be like the god of exposition. He's just
Yeah.
there to explain to them sitting on a rock in Scotland or in Norway or wherever he was at. It's just like, it was just I when I first watched it, I liked it a lot because it had its humor, it's paced really well, and the story moves. But when you look at it, when you really analyze it and look at it for a second or third watching, you're just like, oh Jesus, this is not nearly as good as I thought
Yeah.
it was. You
Homecoming
know,
has some of the worst rewatchability. That movie is not good. Like
that's the first one, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, not
Oh,
that.
it's so
Yeah,
bad. Like I for the life of me could not understand why people liked it. I thought this was like, and I get it. If you were to rank it among Spider-Man movies, it would be just kind of in the middle of the pack. Like it doesn't do anything super offensive, but it doesn't do anything great. Like there's no really great swings. Spider
yeah,
sense is not there. The slice of life stuff is very like not as interesting for the most part. I feel like Ned's just a fucking fat fuck. Like he's not like a best friend material character. Like Zendaya as MJ is useless until literally the last part of the movie. You know, the only good part in that movie is when Tony and him have that argument about the suit and the scene with Michael Keaton and him in the car. Those are the only two good
yeah,
scenes in the movie.
yeah.
Other than
Yes,
that, it's just a really meh movie. It's just not good.
yeah. It's funny because aside, okay, like what was the last one? The one that had Tobey Maguire and what was it called?
Spider-Man 3.
Yeah, the third Spider-Man.
Yeah.
That one was really done well, and they really paid respect to the other Spider-Man. But the rest of the good Tom Holland Spider-Man scenes are usually in
Oh, my bad. That's No
Infinity
Way Home.
War.
Jeez. I
Oh
don't
yeah,
consider
No
that
Way
is
Home. Yeah,
Spider-Man 3. That technically is.
like we get the best Tom Holland Spider-Man is when he's not in Spider-Man movies. Like he was great in Civil War. He was great in Infinity War. He was great, the little bits he was in Endgame. But when you look at the first two Superman or Spider-Man movies and then the third one, it wasn't great, but they did a really good job handling Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man and Tobey Maguire's, especially there at the end when he's ready to kill Green Goblin and Tobey
Oh,
Maguire
yeah.
stops
Mhm.
him and then he just kind of gives him that look and it's
Mhm.
just like it was just a great scene. But yeah, I love Tom Holland as Spider-Man, but he hasn't had that great movie yet, really. And I'm wondering how Spider-Man 4 is going to be. I
Like, if we're
haven't
talking
heard too
about
much.
people that needed a supporting cast, I mean, I liked No Way Home myself too, but the
Yeah,
supporting cast really helped when it like toward the second act when all the characters started coming in. Like they
yeah,
really elevated the movie because with Tom Holland in the first act, you could tell it was going to be the same thing. His Spider-Man is just he's weird. I think he's the best balance of both about like Toby and Andrew. I feel like he
yeah,
does have the most potential, but it's just really he's really handcuffed with whoever's been writing
yeah.
his dialogue, whoever's been like pushing his character in all these movies, you know? Like remember he was just called Iron Boy Jr. for like forever. Like that was Spider-Man. He's known as Iron Boy Jr. for like a while. Like what? He doesn't have an Uncle Ben. Like what the fuck? You know?
Yeah, what's funny about Tom Holland is you're right. He's like a balance between the two, but he doesn't do what the two do as
He doesn't
good
do
as
anything to like
well as they.
significantly stand out. Yeah.
Yeah, like he's not as funny as Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man, and he's not as relatable as Tobey Maguire's Peter Parker, but yet he is good. He does both of it, but he doesn't do it nearly as well as either one of them individually.
Warren says, "How do you guys feel about the Garfield films?" I actually liked the first movie. I
Yeah,
I, I did. It's not like it's not great and it's not amazing. No pun intended. It sucks because that series had the Amazing Spider-Man like title to it. Like if people don't know from the
yeah.
comic books, that is the main flagship Spider-Man series, and it sucks they were used on Andrew Garfield's movies because that series is not continuing anymore, and they discontinued it. I like Garfield's Peter the most out of the three, but the villains were comfortably the worst.
I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
that one opening shot, I think it was of Spider-Man 2. It's
Oh,
like a
so good.
black screen,
Yeah,
and then it comes into view, and he's like diving. Our Garfield Spider-Man had some amazing swinging scenes, some great fights.
yeah.
Even though the villains, yeah, I agree, the villains weren't great, and it wasn't.
I understood that from
Yeah,
Lizard. Lizard, people don't know, Lizard's character is. I think the reason why they went with Lizard is because it's one of the easiest Spider-Man villains to do, and it's so easy to make a plot out of that. It's
yeah, yeah,
I understood why they went with Lizard, but the problem with Lizard is that they made him insanely gigantic, and it's like, okay, Peter can't fight this guy. It's so weird how he couldn't beat him because he's super strength, but like he was just abnormally sized. That was like my only real issue. Also, there was nothing significantly amazing about the movie. It was just I think it was just a solid good time, you know.
yeah,
But the second one is trash. Like outside of like the
yeah.
swings, like you said, and outside of like that Gwen death scene, outside of that, it's rough.
Yeah, it's not handled well. The Gwen death scene is handled like when the he
Hmm.
shoots the web, and as the web is spinning, it actually turns into a hand. And
Yeah,
Jane,
yeah.
just beautifully done stuff. But the problem was with the guy who directed it. He was a big romantic or like comedy and romantic movie kind of guy. It's like slice of life stuff, and you could see a lot of that slice of life element. And the stories just was like why is it the Rhino we don't even get to see the Rhino fight, like who made that decision. And the way they handled Electro, and even handled Green Goblin switching straight up to Harry instead of Norman.
Oh,
It's
Dan Dion, absolutely the worst goblin ever.
Yeah,
And whoever that Norman Osborn was in that bed, just ugh, garbage.
yeah.
Oh, it's Mark Webb. Mark Webb. He's the director
Oh
for
yeah,
the
Mark
series.
Webb.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's weird how
they
his name
keep
is
messing
Mark
up
Webb
here.
and he got a chance to direct Spider-Man movies. Jeez. Why does
Yeah,
Sony hate the Rhino? It's horrible. Like
yeah,
James kept if you guys ask James this now, he'll still say this. That wasn't the Rhino. I was like, dude, that was the Rhino. Just because he wasn't in the suit most of the time just doesn't mean that wasn't the character. You know, you can be the villain in the movie without ever actually being in the suit. And I kept telling him the reason why the movie sucks because it had too many villains. And James always told me there's not too many villains. They're not even in the plot that much. I'm like, how does that change anything? The person that tried to take over Oscorp, that actor's really, really good in that movie. The bald guy who tried to take over Oscorp from Harry,
oh yeah,
that guy is phenomenal actor. That's a villain. Harry's the villain. You had Rhino, as little appearance as he had, he was not good. Jimmy Fox, Electro, 4 villains, plot ass,
yeah.
completely terrible. Oh, such a bad movie. If we're that's what we should do. We should rank the Spider-Man movies whenever like the topics are done.
Oh
Because
yeah,
like I'm putting Far From Home and that movie right here we're just talking about in the bottom. It could be interchangeable. I don't care where
yeah.
you put them at. They're both the worst movies in my opinion. Far From
We
Home was
got with
trash.
Spider-Man 2, Tobey Maguire's number one. I mean,
Walter, not Walter, Jesus Christ. Warren is having me join him live, unlike this hoe. What? Give my man Warren some love. He needs some loving from a white girl. See, and Warren agrees. He's single, hot, rich, and good looking. Actually,
there we go. I Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man 2 is probably still the best.
Warren's the one that turned the wrong way. Is the one that really bothers me. Oh, it's about the baby Yodas.
Oh
There's like
yeah,
3 of them
yep.
that
There's
I
gonna
can
be
see.
more.
There's gonna be more. Oh
There's a
God.
4th one here that you can't see because his eyes are closed, but
Yeah.
he's just chilling here.
Oh my goodness. All right, let me boot up this trailer really quickly so we can react to it. Oh my God, DC did the thing that I said not to do. Why is this trailer 3 minutes? The trailer is 3 minutes. That's actually insane. It's actually literally insane. 3 fucking minutes. Yeah. All right, we'll get to the video in just a moment here. But yeah, I mean, I enjoyed. Yeah, Spider-Man. Yeah, Sam Raimi's first 2 movies I think are the best. But then again, hopefully, I have no hope. I mean, Brand New Day's coming. I mean, it's like, do we even? It's like come on, Marvel, brand new day, really? And yeah, if I'm being honest here, they might as well call it brand new day based off what they've done to Tom Holland Spider-Man. Might as well call it
Well,
brand new day. They
yeah, and
took
I keep
everything from
hearing
him.
rumors of Black Cat and
Mr. Negative. They said it's going to be
Gwen
the villain
Stacy and
potentially.
Mr. Negative. Yeah, so I've heard Gwen
They said they're going
Stacy's
to be
name.
doing the Spider-Man. People think they're going to do like the Spider-Man PS4 game plot, and it's like
That's not a bad plot. That's not
that's
a
a
bad
great game. That's a
that's a
great
great
story. That's
storyline.
a great story they did. Now, can the MCU pull it off? Absolutely, 100% no, they cannot.
Are we going to
But
see Norman finally? That's what I like.
Oh.
Like they introduced Norman in Friendly Neighborhood. I wondered if we're going to see the new MCU's Norman Osborn. Does Tom Holland get his Osborn, which will also be interesting because he just went through the last movie where he actually fought a Norman Osborn. So if you bring in one,
true.
yeah. So if you bring in one, like Norman Osborn killed Aunt May. So now if you bring in a Norman Osborn played by a different actor, but it's this universe's version, it'll be interesting to see if they do that the way they'll play off each other, But I don't know if they're going to do it. I haven't heard much about the movie. I mean, Gwen Stacy's just a rumor, and I've heard they're bringing her in to possibly do a Gwen Stacy spinoff kind of deal. So is she going to get her spider powers? Miles live action, is he going to come in during this new trilogy?
They always tease the Miles Morales live action one. That is disgusting. That is actually gross. Put that away. No, we're not looking at that ever again.
Oh no, let's see it. Pull it up.
What is this? That's just
gross.
Wow. Oh wow.
You have time to do modeling as as all the other stuff you're doing?
That is absolutely one of the most disgusting images of myself I've ever seen. That's why I would not make a woman like ever be one. Wait, what the fuck am I saying? I'm like drugged up right now because of crack.
Worry about it. Okay, hold on. Go.
I am personally smoking crack. That's what I would look like as a troon. Please put that away, you sick, disgusting human being.
Yeah.
Let's talk about a comic cinematic universe with the actual future. No, well, the future is for losers. If you look forward to the future, you're a loser, honestly.
Wow.
Apparently, Diddy will reportedly be able to watch tonight's Knicks game from jail. How's that news? Of course, where else would he watch it from? Oh God, people in their freaking news. Like, it was, oh my goodness, like some of these trades, these trades give me so much content. I try to be as lenient as I can. But Variety, remember that one time that Kai Cenat was doing that Batman Arkham marathon and he wore that like Batman suit when he got his room to look like a bat cave? Look legit. They're like, will Warner Brothers sponsor Kai Cenat's Batman stream? It's like, why? How was that news? What in the fucking hell? Okay, before we actually play the trailer live, I need to actually know if you guys can hear it. So I'm going to fake play it for a second. So I'm going to see if you guys can hear that really quickly. Oh, fuck. Hold on. The tab's muted. That tab was muted. God. That tab was legit muted because I have to mute them when I'm booting stuff up because they'll play in the middle of you guys talking. Okay. Did you hear that?
I heard it.
Okay. Just want to make sure I did a test run. I probably should not do these test runs on live.
Did you hear that, chat?
Get this away from me. Actually, get this away from me. Leave me alone. You're gross. I guarantee you, if I had I have a dick, obviously.
You just keep digging yourself a hole in this.
I guarantee you.
She's got you flustered. Miss Sparkles has got you off your game.
I guarantee you she would hit that still. Just saying. This lady's crazy. That's gross, Miss Sparkles. You need prison time. That's actually disgusting. You need to be put in jail. Oh, God. What else happened here? That's pretty much it. Oh, this is how you know you're dealing with some entitled freaking weirdos. woman. Oh my, that's not a. Is that a woman or a dude? No, that's definitely a dude. Oh, before we go with the trailer, um, damn, listening to these. I don't know if you watch Charlie Kirk or Officer Tatum. You know how when they talk to the college kids,
Oh
you
God, yeah, I
and then
watched clips of that.
and then you know when like the college kids resort to the argument, oh, but you're only doing this to get like views, and you're only doing this to play into your right wing audience. I notice everyone always says that right when they're exposed as an idiot. The only reason why someone has that line of a response is because they know they're getting exposed for having absolutely no knowledge of something and speaking as if like they factually know what they're talking about. And it's like, that's the reason why they're doing it. It's to show that the average kid that goes to colleges is a moron, you know? And now that you know other sides of stuff, it's going to potentially help balance out your perspective, but it doesn't actually. Walter, I think that's the one Chaz really liked. Oh my God. You guys need to. I'm done. I'm done with all of you. We're done. All right. Entertainment is insane here. You know, the value and quality of this show is unparalleled, as Warren says. He's getting paid
every
millions of
day.
dollars to be
Yep.
here.
That's why I work 2 jobs and eat top ramen.
Top ramen is literally disgusting. I ate that so much when I was poor. It's gross. I could not eat that ever again.
Now you gotta go for the fancy stuff, the Shin Blacks.
Oh yeah, couple noodle
beef noodles, and then you add some mushrooms to it while the water's boiling. Get some chicken boiled up.
Did you ever do the chow mein?
Oh like, yeah, the chow.
It's the rectangular one that just says chow mein on it.
Yeah, I've done that a few times.
It smells very good. It smells great, but
it doesn't microwave
well. It tastes like shit.
Yeah. It's like shoestrings with teriyaki.
Ugh, that's crazy. When I was young, I don't know if you were, you were younger. People were like hungry as fuck because your parents were like poor as hell. The kids would open the top ramen bags and just eat it. I was like, ugh, that's gross. That shit tastes not good when it's even done, and it tastes even worse when it's cold. Tasting it when it's cold, like just eating acid, honestly. Like,
all right, focus. Back to the
trailer. Oh yeah. Oh God, trailer. Yeah, so just an update on the MSK show on IMDb. Hey Warren, did you know we're on IMDb?
Are we really? That's awesome.
Yeah, I don't know if the Cloud9 podcast was on there, but let me make this bigger really quickly. The way my wife likes it. So they haven't added in so they need to add these 3 episodes recently. Vin Diesel's outside. Jesus Christ. Vin Diesel, go away. So you guys can look up the MSK show on IMDb. I don't know why my Cloud9 podcast is not here, and that one has 325 episodes. It's okay. It's okay, IMDb. It's cool. It's cool. This is our recent episode, which is not even really true technically. It takes a bit of time to update. We've been going for 2 years. Yeah, but we're not we're not in a season format. This is not a seasonal show. I guess if you count it by years, sure. So when does like season 1 end? I don't even know. Season 1 would end like what, December or some shit? And then 2025 would go now. I don't know why we don't have it. The show's not in a seasonal format. I failed to understand.
I think it has season 1 on all of them. You're like at episode 232 of season 1.
What in the fuck? What a long season 1. A long ass season
300. You should change it to season 2.
The Cloud9 podcast was canceled. Damn it. So Gray is now our number 1 would say main cast member. That's how you would classify the stuff for TV. So you have recurring characters, main characters, and you have your guest stars mostly. So Gray is our number 1 main cast member. Darnell, he's been gone for a while. Syphax, it's crazy how Syphax has now 27 episodes. He's barely ever here. And Emerald had 26. He's not here anymore. Ours has 23. He's not here anymore. Society, he'll be back eventually. If you guys don't know this, Society's mom, Society reviews that the black guy who looks like Rick Ross, the Christian guy, his mom passed away. I think a few days ago. Yeah, his mom passed away, so he's gonna be gone for a while. Yeah, so sorry that happened to you, man. That fucking sucks. I literally know exactly how you feel. So Society's mom passed, so if you guys do see him on social media, just give him some love. Who's that guy? Lunchbox Warren. I heard he was.
I am moving up. I am moving up. I'm number 8 right now. Awesome.
You're like that. You're like the main cast that has like the secondary plot in the episode after the
Yeah,
girls are
I was
having
only
sex
supposed
with
to
me.
be for one episode, but the fans liked me, so you kept me around.
Tiny, we're not having that dumb bitch on anymore. She's fucking stupid. Fucking hell. Savage Dad, my boy. As in the black community, we call him my N-word. Laps, he's at 18 episodes now. Theo's not here anymore. Iron only has 9 episodes. That's crazy. Bob has 9 episodes. Man, yeah, we've I haven't talked to Diesel in forever. Holy crap. Warren, yeah, I forgot. Yeah, they're called series regulars. Yeah. So the series regulars are Gray and Warren for the most part. And Savage Dad is pretty much a series regular if you want to count that for as long as we've been doing it. Not necessarily, no, because he's not here often enough. I mean, we mostly have our Wednesday show pretty consistently. Savage Dad is more like a recurring character. I won't say main cast member yet. Laps his main character. So sorry, well, Laps the series regular for the month. And yeah, Laps, Gray, Warren. Those are the 3. I would say series regular. There's a few guest stars here and everything. Michael, I think Michael got promoted to a mod down here. Add a plot. What's the plot of? Add a synopsis. Oh damn. What are the synopsis of this show? I don't know. We need a synopsis.
Watch us nerds try not to get canceled while talking about popular things in nerd culture.
Oh god, man. Cast and crew. We have a cast and crew here. I don't pay none of these cloud chasers anything. I don't pay these cloud chasers shit. Someone said you have the most episode appearances. Like no shit. You guys trolling me? Of course I had the most. I own the show.
Your name's
if I
on
didn't
the
have the most episode appearances, my name's literally on the page. I got my name on the title. Good lord, you guys are. I swear you guys troll me when you talk to me sometimes. Oh, they finally added you guys. They finally added all of you. Then this doesn't make any sense. So WZ, Walter, and Michael all got added in to the additional crew. Emerald hasn't been here in like 20 years. And Selena's like barely ever been in the chat with this show. She's barely been here. I don't know why they're here. No, nothing against them, but I don't know why they're here. They haven't been here in forever. But good job, WZ and Walter and Michael. Even though they have to update this stuff because there's definitely no way Walter and WZ and Michael have this many episode appearances. It would be like way more than this, honestly. So there you go.
Yeah.
So eventually, like I think maybe Miss Sparkles will probably end up on there too. She has to be. She would definitely take over Emerald eventually. You know. Can't wait for this channel to go get milk like that YouTube market and never.
You got to give Miss Sparkles a wrench.
Oh no, she doesn't deserve anything. She's a woman. She's lucky to be here. Well, it's really like that. Holy shit!
Damn.
Don't give women anything. Yeah, Emily and Miss Sparkles should be there. I have no clue. I have no clue, honestly. You guys, they should easily be there. And you guys should have more episodes on there. You're here for like, you guys are here for all of them, but you should. Michael, Walter, and WZ should easily be minimum 50 episodes apiece. Minimum 50 episodes. Like Emily's been here every episode essentially. She should be like 100, but you know, mod you. Ha! Giving women power. What the this woman? Oh my god! Would I ever give a woman power in my presence? You're absolutely.
I'm gonna make you a mod on my channel, Miss Sparkles. Don't worry about it.
God, see, this is what Warren did to me. He asked me, "Hey, Miss K, you're rich and good looking. I need your clout." It's exactly what happened.
Yeah, that's exactly how it went, and I'm still waiting for that clout to come in, though. But apparently, I seem to be losing clout coming on here. I'm not quite sure.
See, whenever Warren does his show, which should be coming, you said next week?
Right? Not this Sunday, but the following Sunday.
You're doing on Sundays. Okay, yeah. Okay.
I'm gonna do one Sunday. That's a start. I could add more, but I'm already on with you 3 times a week, and I need to do at least one day a week on YouTube, and then try to make some shorter clips. But yeah, I'm going to shoot for every Sunday doing a live draw stream. So yeah, that's the plan.
We're gonna Kevin Feige this shit up, but don't worry, Warren. You, Gray, and Laughs will get your own spinoff series.
Sweet.
Goodness gracious.
And we'll all
Like,
come together for the Avenger movie.
no, like even mine. My episode numbers are off too. I've been here every single episode, and it doesn't
Yeah,
say.
I think it's not caught up yet because
Yeah.
it must be only at 200 episodes because you are on all of them. So if you're at 200, they must only be counting the last.
I don't know where the other 36 episodes I wasn't on. But who's ever running that show? Congrats, you're insane. This is God. Miss Sparkles, you're actually insane. All right, let's talk about the future. Actually, hey everyone, I am a black guy and I'm gonna fuck yo bitch. It wasn't a take, guys. I'm just joking. All right, gonna get in video mode. Gonna get hot guy mode. Got to get my hair set up. Got to look good for the ladies. Actually, got to produce quality content. You know, not to mention Gray has been here since the Nightwing podcast, so you should have a higher count. They don't count that one. Remember that one got removed with the YouTube channel. I have the episodes. I actually have all those episodes still. I have live access to them, and I can get them if I need to. But literally, yeah, it's okay. We'll get back to where we were at before. The goal of this year is just getting this show to 300 episodes. And then if we can get anywhere further past 300 episodes by the end of the year, I'm good with that. Like if we were to hit potentially 380 episodes by the end of the year, that's all that really matters. Because when it starts next year, around when we hit 500, then I'm going to make a huge push to get back to 600 actually. Then past 608, that last episode we had on the Iron Man podcast, then we're gonna be really pushing to 1,000. But as long as I've been doing this, I should have a show past 1,000 episodes, given how much we do it weekly. You know, so that the only regret I really have with the Iron Man podcast is obviously messing up on it really badly. Was after episode 500, I should have just started this show, and we'd already be like 100 episodes deeper than we are right now. But you know, you live and learn. Doesn't matter. We're all in right now as the new DC Comics initiative. We're no reboots, continuing continuity,
absolute MSK all the way through.
God, goodness gracious, the spinoff series with the people that are gonna leave the show. I don't know what you guys are gonna call that. Maybe you called it fucking the Clout Chasers. Yep, that's the show's name. Just the Clout Chasers. God, can't wait for that to happen.
We're gonna call it the MSK less show.
Oh God, let's have some fun, boys. Hey everyone, I am MSK, aka Master Swag King, coming at you guys today with another. Wait a minute. Woo! I saw Walter's comment. Wow.
Yeah! They're doing correct! Hey, look at that! Look at that! No shit!
Good job, Walter. You're now considered a white man, just like me. All right, let's go over this trailer for the first time. And keep in mind, before I go to the video, this is my first time actually watching the whole thing, so I'm giving you guys my authentic, genuine reaction. I want to be a rage baiter, right-wing grifter from now on, you know? Maybe. Oh, dude, did you see that tweet that I dropped in the group chat? The whole open remember when Ethan said that he got a picture of a Marvel artist opening his asshole to him?
Oh, yeah.
It's like, first of all, why would you ever admit that? Second of all, you're not beating the homo allegations. Why would you ever? He literally put out a tweet. Yeah, Marvel Comics artist sent me a picture of their open ass. What?
I don't want to work for Marvel anymore.
Is that how you have to work for Marvel now? You have to just look at dudes' open holes. That's some Diddy party shit going on at Marvel.
You want to draw Spider-Man? Tell me what this butthole looks like. Grade it for me.
Oh, God, it's probably fucking Gail Simone's dirty butthole she doesn't clean out.
Say something
To be
nice about Gail Simone's butthole, and you'll
To
get
be fair, at
right
least as a girl,
Spider-Man.
if you send me a picture of fucking CB Swolsey's asshole, I have to beat you up. We have to fight. Oh my god. Ugh. Don't know why that was a tweet. Absolutely one of the dumbest things a person could tweet. That's on top of the other dumb shitty tweets literally daily.
Well, every day.
Every hour, every minute,
Yeah.
24/7. Stupidity doesn't stop with this person. All right. Let's go. Hey everyone, I am MSK, aka Master Swag King, coming at you guys today with another video. And if you guys are returning viewers or new viewers, then please consider subscribing to the channel if you have not already. Leave a like on this video if you enjoyed it and comment down below. Also, make sure you guys hit the notification bell. That way you guys can get notified on whenever I upload a brand new video or go live. And in today's video, we are going to be doing a trailer reaction for the James Gunn's Superman movie that will be coming out in July of 2025. And we will be actually going over my butthole getting blown out. Wow.
What happened?
No, fuck.
That's
Wow.
strike 3, by the way.
That's strike 3.
I like to dissect girls. Did you know I'm utterly insane?
Wow. All right. Let's say, okay. This is strike 1. Wait. That's not a thing to say about your strikes. I never strike up with women. I have the riz of a genius, honestly. But let's go. Hey everyone, I am MSK, aka Master Swag King, coming at you guys today with another video. And if you guys are returning viewers or new viewers, then please consider subscribing to the channel if you have not already. Leave a like on this video if you enjoyed it and comment down below. Also, make sure you guys hit the notification bell. That way you guys can get notified on whenever I upload a brand new video or go live. And in today's video, we are going to be doing a trailer reaction for James Gunn's Superman movie that will be coming out in July of 2025. So James Gunn's Superman movie had dropped a official teaser trailer quite some time ago. I mean, it's been roughly about 3 to 4 months since the official teaser trailer that James Gunn and DC had put out for the James Gunn Superman movie. And James Gunn did announce that the official trailer would be coming out very, very soon. And we are finally upon the official trailer for James Gunn's Superman movie. So for those of you guys who've been living under a rock for the past, like, I don't know, 5 years, actually, James Gunn, the guy that directed the Guardians of the Galaxy Marvel Cinematic Universe movies and the Guardians of the Galaxy like holiday special for the Disney Plus MCU shows, you know, he's the guy that is the Kevin Feige of DC Studios, and his co-chairman is Peter Safran. Yeah, James Gunn, the guy that directed the Guardians of the Galaxy movies, is DC Studios' Kevin Feige. And he even said he was offered to direct a Superman movie, you know, back when basically it was canceled for those tweets he had, and he basically turned it down, and he just did the Suicide Squad. So even back then, DC wanted him to be the successor to Zack Snyder and directing the next Superman movie. Now, I don't know if that was going to be Man of Steel 2, but knowing how DC functions and how stupid they can be and how backwards of logic of how they think, that was probably going to be Man of Steel 2. Imagine a world where the Snyder Bros would have had to deal with the fact that James Gunn would have directed Man of Steel 2. That literally the internet would have been burnt to the ground. Honestly.
Oh, I know. Snyder Bros are so terrible.
Oh God. Like literally, guys, earlier today, I commented under Rob Liefeld's tweet because he had a tweet that basically went like this. He likes both Man of Steel and Superman Returns. I think Superman Returns sucks. I don't think it's a good movie at all. And Man of Steel, I don't like the movie either. It's not that good, you know? And I was like, Superman is not Superman in Man of Steel. He let his dad die by a tornado. And his character has super speed. And someone said, but he let his dad die in Superman 78. Automatically, when you say that, I know you didn't watch that movie. That's not the point of that scene right there. In Superman 78, when Pa Kent dies, it shows Clark, because everyone knows this. This is not a new thing I'm saying to you guys. It's to show that no matter how powerful he is, he's not God. He can't obviously stop natural causes of death. He literally couldn't save his adopted dad because his dad had a heart attack. That's to show him humanity, that humans are fragile and they can die at any moment in time. Unlike
life
him,
is precious.
yeah,
Yeah.
he didn't let his dad die in Superman 78. I know you didn't watch the movie. You yourself need to rewatch that movie. And someone said you didn't watch Man of Steel. I know for sure I watched that movie more than you have, and I don't even like that movie. That movie stinks. Henry Cavill wasn't a good Superman actor. It's crazy. I'll ask so many people, what was actually good about his Superman? Because you'll ask people about Superman actors, and they'll be like, oh, I liked this Superman actor because he did this for me. I liked this Superman actor because he did this for me. Whenever I ask people, what did you actually genuinely enjoy about Henry Cavill's Superman? They can't tell me one thing. You know why, guys? Because he wasn't a good Superman. I'm sorry. I understand that maybe like he was given bad material and the like Zack Snyder and the writers really didn't give him good stuff. That's understandable. But how many actors do we know for movies that we've watched to the point where, just because they're given bad material doesn't mean that their acting performance goes down? Like, I don't think Henry Cavill's a good actor at all, in my opinion. I think he's super overrated. And his super performance really wasn't even that good. Like, I still don't understand what's so interesting about a Superman performance. Like, Tom Wellings was better. Tyler Hoechlin was better. Christopher Reeves was better. The voice actors for Superman from the animated shows and the movies, better way of conveying Superman. Brandon Routh. I liked him in the Crisis on Infinite Earths crossover.
Yeah, when he played Kingdom Come Superman, he did a really good job with that. I would like to think that Henry Cavill could have done better if he had a better director and story. But at the same time, though, I like Henry Cavill, but he's not the strongest actor. He's getting better, but he's not the strongest actor. Even in he was decent in Witcher. I loved him in the Fallout, one of my favorite Mission Impossible
and that has
movies.
some context to it. Like Tom Cruise, from we know, is very known because Emily Blunt will tell you, Tom Cruise does not let any actor on his set run it down. She even said he literally pushed her to act even harder than what she thought she was doing. So, I agree. Henry Cavill did a great job in Mission Impossible Fallout, but that is because he's also around Tom Cruise, and the director of those movies is still Christopher McQuarrie, from what I know. He wouldn't let Henry Cavill get away with just, I just stand here, look stiff, and I smile sometimes. Henry Cavill's acting is not good. I generally think it's because he's attractive and girls just get wet when they see him, and that happens for me
Walter
too.
In the comments says, yes, of course it does. And Walter in the comments said that Henry Cavill was great in Tudors, which he was. In Tudors, he was good. And I also didn't think he was bad in that. Remember that movie he played Odysseus with the gods in it and the demon, and he was fighting against Michael, or I forgot the name. There was a film where he did the whole Spartan kind of thing, and that one was not a great film, but Cavill did pretty decent in it. But yeah, he's not a hugely strong actor. The new actor for Superman that you see in the trailer,
David Cornslet,
so far I'm liking what I'm seeing. He definitely has the better dialogue and writing than James Gunn behind him to help out. This is I like him, but I think you're right though. Henry Cavill is the weakest actor, and he didn't have a Clark Kent. Everyone else has almost
like a story. You could debate he had no real actual arc in general.
Even in Man of Steel, he looked more like a Calvin Klein model than he did a nerdy reporter. Like, it was just weird that Lawrence Fishburne's Perry White was just like, "Whoa, what's up, nerd? They must like nerds. You're a nerd." And it's like, here's Cavill standing there in like this, like partially unbuttoned plaid, like buttoned up, looking like he's just on the fall calendar at JCPenney. And he's like, "Oh, you're just a nerd, you stupid nerd."
Like, literally, I ask people this. Think of all the Superman actors and rank Henry Cavill in them. Just do the movies. Christopher Reeves for a lot of people. Or you can say TV shows too if you want to. Live action TV show you can add in there. I would say Christopher Reeves, for a lot of people, is the best one. I would throw Tyler Hoechlin probably as my second favorite. Then you got Tom Welling.
That's such an underrated show. He's
so good.
good.
You
He's
want the
so
actual
good.
Superman? Go watch Superman and Lois. I watched
oh.
Superman and Lois seasons 1 and 2. I have to finish the rest of it. Really good, really good. Tyler Hoechlin for me second. Tom Welling third. Brandon Routh has to be fourth. People say Dean Cain. Fun fact: out of all the Superman stuff I've watched, I've never seen the Dean Cain Superman show ever. I've never seen.
I grew
up
watching that one. I grew up watching.
Would you say Dean Cain's better than Henry Cavill?
Yes.
God. So for Henry, and now with David Cornston coming up, dude, they're potentially the bottom on our list most of the time.
Well, Walter's right that he's not a great actor. He's just not one that can carry a film that has bad writing and directing in it. He needs, if he has a good director, it has good writing, he can do a good job because he's a right. decent actor. He's not that actor where it's like give them garbage and they can make poetry out of it like some actors can. But the Dean Cain Superman. I think the Tyler Hoechlin, I can't say, is that how you say his name?
Tyler Hoechlin, yeah.
Yeah, the Lois and Clark one. That one, ooh, wow. That's such an underrated series.
That's the first episode. Remember? He comes in that suit, and the kid's like, "Where'd you get that suit?" He's like, "My mom made it." That's Superman.
Oh yeah, even I watched it all the way through to the last season, and it was great. They should have put more money into it, and it should have kept going because that show was top notch in my opinion, and it does a really good job. Like the special effects weren't always great, but for a TV show, that was more than good enough. Like
it's
that
basically, if you guys are reading the Ultimate Spider-Man comics right now from Marvel Comics from Jonathan Hickman and Marco Cicchetto, it's essentially that, but for Superman. Essentially, he's done his career is essentially kind of established, and he's just raising kids, which is a nice progression for the character after all these many years. The last thing I'll say before we watch the trailer is my big criticism of the last trailer was that we really didn't get a chance to see David Cornsweet talk as Superman. And people are like, why's a big thing? Okay, guys, just use your brains. Superman, it's a character where him talking conveys so much. We haven't really heard him like speak. Yeah, that's a problem. And other than that, the first trailer didn't really show that much. I think the crypto stuff is cute. I'll be honest here. I think you guys are heartless out there. You guys have no soul. That crypto stuff James Gunn is doing with his dog is absolutely adorable. I like it. I think it's cute. Adds another layer of fun to the movie. The only thing that James Gunn needs to do with this movie is to balance out that Superman has a different kind of humor than Guardians and the Suicide Squad. He needs to have the humor basically balanced in slice of life, everyday kind of normal human behavior for a humoristic point for the movie, and you're good. And you need to make sure the characters in the movie matter outside of like basically how we talked about Ghost from Thunderbolts. Ghost from Thunderbolts really didn't mean anything, and this movie has bigger cast than even Thunderbolts does. So you need to make these characters have an actual impact. Like, hey, if they're gonna be, useful in the plot, let them be useful, not just like, oh, Mr. Terrific's here. Oh, that was cool seeing that guy. Now we'll never see me in the plot anymore. It's like people don't like that. Just make sure it's useful. But
this trailer you're gonna like them because there's a lot of talking. Much more story is revealed in this trailer.
Only issue I have before we play is 3 minutes. God, good Lord. Whatever. It's fine. It's fine. It's okay. I have the tools to cope with whatever life throws at me. Also, when we watch this movie in the theaters, well, when I watch it, because I know you guys are seeing it too, I'm going to take my wife. I'll have to have sex with her before the movie, obviously after the movie, and I'm pretty sure you guys believe me.
Are you being serious right now?
Yeah.
You'd let me interview you as Superman.
Sure.
Ready?
Let's do it, Cronkite.
Superman.
Miss Lane.
They're going to have sex after
Recently, you've come under a lot of fire for what some might...
a lot of fire.
It's a lot. Today, the Secretary of Defense said he was going to look into your actions. That's funny?
My actions? I stopped a war.
Maybe.
Not maybe. I did.
In effect, you illegally entered a country.
This is how you're gonna be?
I'm not the one being interviewed, Superman. Did you consult with the president?
No.
You seemingly acting as a representative of the United States.
I wasn't representing anybody except for me
around the world.
and doing good.
I would question myself in the same situation and consider the consequences.
People were going to die. Hey, buddy. Eyes up here.
Your choices, your actions. That's what makes you who you are.
Superman. He's not a man. He's an it. He's somehow become the focal point of the entire world's conversation. I will not accept that.
I cleaned your boots. I'll go get them for you.
You have a dog?
That was amazing. That was really good. That was
good.
awesome. Wow. And this is what I love that James Gunn brought back. He did the thing that I asked him to do. And this is comic book stuff right here before I get into the actual trailer. This is what you need. Everyone's going to watch this trailer to the very end. And this is like stuff you can pick up for Superman. This is where you can kind of just read it and not have any prior knowledge and just you can enjoy the stories for what they are. You know, this is what DC has over Marvel. Marvel still doesn't do this in 2025 with their freaking trailers for their movies is they don't promote their comic books. DC, the only time DC's really missed this was with the last Superman trailer. The last Superman trailer got like so many views. It got like 300 million views in like the first like week. Crazy. But no, this is great. This is also Superman. This is what the movie's based on. So I'd read this first. This would be the one I would read because it's be based on the movie. So that way you guys know like what they changed and whatever, you know. This one is by the people that did the Long Halloween, Jeff Loeb and Tim Sale. Yeah.
It is such a good story.
And if you're like a person that, you know, wants to go on the old comics, like back when they first started, you can get Action Comics #1 from DC's Finest right here. This is where the first Superman comic to ever exist is in that book right there. And the first 20 of them exist there too. So there you go. But other than that, nerd comic book shit, because, you know, comic book fans are fucking nerds and losers. This is good. This is very good. So the thing that people got angry at on Twitter from what I saw in the trailer is that he was showing emotion. I don't really know what the problem is. Is Superman shows emotion?
Yeah,
Shows emotion in a lot of the comic books.
Compassionate, and he's
this
he's
man
dedicated.
emoted right here more than what Henry Cavill did in that previous Superman movie.
I really like. It's very subtle, but when he's like. When they first start talking, he's like, "You'll let me interview as Superman," and he tells her like, "Well, let's go, Walter Cronkite." Then when he switches to Superman, his voice drops like an octave.
Yeah,
it's really subtle, but it's really done well. And I was very happy with this trailer.
Yeah, this is way better than the teaser trailer. This is light and yeah. If you wanted to have this trailer convince people to go and support the movie, this is what you need. Honestly. If this was the trailer that they really wanted to show you, they shouldn't have even showed you the first official teaser trailer. They should have just showed you this trailer, and that'd be fine, honestly. What else is here? I'm really digging the vibe and style of the trailer. It really is conveying that James Gunn is going to notice out the balancing of the Superman tone that he needs to balance out for. He did say there's going to be a lot of humor in the movie, so expect that. But if it's the right kind of Superman humor, that's really all that matters, you know.
It's probably going to come from the dog mostly. just to be honest. You know, it's probably
I'm
gonna
not
go
kidding.
something
I
like,
swear to God, I can show you viral post from, it's like those weird cringy anime profile accounts where they'll retweet a part of a trailer. It's like, why is he acting so emotional? Guys, I'm not sure I'll take him acting emotional over what Henry Cavill did. Henry Cavill didn't have any emotion. They actually just didn't
yeah,
do anything.
it's
Actually,
just
someone would be debating if he even acted in the movie, but that's me just shit talking
it's
Henry
a
Cavill.
great character point too. It shows it's like to him, like I saved lives.
It shows that he
Why
cares
is
about saving
everyone
lives.
pissed?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like why is everyone pissed? I just saved lives. You know, he's compassionate about that, and it's really good. Uh, I don't know of how I feel about them not using prominent actors for
That's
Ma and Pa Kent. But at the same time, I do like the whole middle class farmer. It feels more authentic than like the big ranch house style
Are you talking
home.
about that part? Yeah.
Yeah.
So people talked about that Green Lantern thing that Guy Gardner just did. Guys, this is how you can tell. Good Lord, people on Twitter are so stupid.
I
You can
figure
tell.
it's just Snyder Bros hating.
No, it's how you can tell people haven't read just a of the comics in general. Like some of them, certain Green Lanterns have such control over what they can do. It doesn't really matter if like they have to think for a construct. It's not every Green Lantern is the same. Just pointing it out there, for going off of just that logic. But no, overall, the trailer was great. Had heart, had emotion. You had him actually talking. You had the Ma and Pa Kent element to it. The Lois Lane element was there. I liked that in mostly every iteration of Lois Lane, even when she's like in a relationship with Clark, she'll switch it between being a reporter then being his lover, and that's what she did there, which is very good. Like you need that. That is actually a dynamic in the character. It's actually a way for her to have depth. It's like, okay, this is her job. She's doing her job. Then versus being his girlfriend, because you know how some people would be. Hey, I'm kind of dating you and kind of blowing you, so I have to be a little bit nicer to you, and guarantee you they had like really hot sex after this, which I would have too. But it's like when he that part where he said, "I'm saving lives." It's like that's Superman. That part where
that's what he does.
That part where he swung down really quickly and saved that person. Like,
yeah.
This, I don't know how much money this is gonna make. I don't know. I don't know the budget of the movie, honestly. I would imagine it has to be what Thunderbolts' budget was at the very minimum, and the marketing is going to be at least around $100 million. I'd imagine total marketing and budget included, this film's going to be around like 280. Like, guys, I'll be honest here, and I'm fair with every movie with this. The movie has to bring in at least the very minimum $700 million. At least. If it brings in $850 million, if it brings in what Minecraft did, oh my God, that would be just fucking amazing. Now, is it gonna happen? Probably not. But if this movie brought in $800 million, I would put you in the profitable range.
I would love to see this hit a bill, but I don't. I want to know how bad the bad faith, lack of will hurts movies. I really want because I think Thunderbolts really got hurt by it. I want to see how many people, because there's a lot of haters, but it's mostly just Snyder Bros. Yeah. And they wouldn't like it if it was.
They wouldn't have supported the movie anyway.
Yeah.
So you already couldn't have counted on them anyway, and also, I hope people understand this. This is DC's last attempt at doing a cinematic universe. So this movie doesn't do as good. All these plans they've announced to you, as we said in other previous videos that we have talking about, DC's future and everything, kind of go out the window. That's why they've only just wrapped up filming Supergirl and they kind of halted on starting filming on something else, because they want to do, okay, if Superman hits, then we have another movie ready to go. Then if Superman hits, we can already start filming for like the other movies actually. But outside of thinking about that, the movie introducing, because James Gunn, he's definitely putting a stamp on it. He likes his version of these characters. Like he's like Guy Gardner's his favorite Green Lantern. That's just weird. That no one's ever said that. Know, his favorite Robin is literally Damian Wayne. I mean, and I will say this though. I'm not knocking on someone having their favorite shit, but his tastes are weird. Those are usually not the favorite iterations of those characters. They're just not. But if you can make them work, That's all that really matters. As far as like money goes, like I just said a second ago, the movie, if it has a budget around $20 million and it has a marketing budget around like $100 million, it needs to be bringing in some big bucks. Like we're going to need like $800, $900 million haul. But I don't know the budget of the movie. I don't know the marketing yet, but it'll be revealed eventually. And hopefully it makes money. It really just, it has to make money. It's kind of in that situation that DC put themselves in. Is James Gunn the guy to do it? I think he can. I mean, I've read his interviews about what he wants to do with the movie and how he did it. I'm essentially, comics reference here, I'm all in on James Gunn's Superman, as they say.
I'm really hoping that this is just not me being optimistic, but I really feel like it's going to make a bill. I think
if it makes $1 billion, Warner Brothers literally on Twitter will open their asshole in front of you and
I think it's going to hit a bill. I think it's going to hit a bill internationally, or all together. I think it's going to be the standout. I think Bad Will is going to hurt Fantastic Four. And Jurassic Park, like if you're going to bring your kids to something, Jurassic Park is probably not on the list. And if I had to pick between Fantastic Four and Superman, I think the hype would be there, so I could see more families. This is me hoping. I don't know. I feel like I guessed Winter Soldier correctly, but I didn't try guessing on Thunderbolts. But for some reason, I'm thinking this is going to be a knockout hit, and it's going to make a bill. I'm not 100%, but I don't know if it's just a gut or if it's just me hoping.
I would love to hit $1 billion.
Yeah.
I would, but as people know, when we do our movie math here, I have to be fair. If it fails financially, I have to call it out, even though it might be a great movie. People got to keep this in mind. If I just because I like a movie doesn't mean it performs well financially. Like that's just how it would be. Also, the other thing you brought up, which is correct, is the month it's coming out. These movies might end up just galvanizing each other, or we might get a Barbenheimer situation where like the blockbuster that comes out before the two newest ones ends up making less because it's the one that came out at like before the two newest ones did. So like with Barbenheimer, Mission Impossible 7 came out, and then the two newest ones came out, and people were like, well, why would I go watch that one? I need to watch the two newest ones and be in there in that moment. You have Jurassic Park 7, you have Fantastic Four, Superman. I'm going to be honest here, from what the director is talking about with the way they're taking Jurassic World, looking like it's going to be a little bit more better of a movie than the previous ones, which is not a high bar because those other previous ones were dog shit.
Now, out of all the trailers, Superman's gotten the best reaction because people were making fun of whatever the xenomorph looking dinosaur was in Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
And Fantastic Four was getting lauded because the special effects didn't look finished or great. The second trailer I thought was better with Fantastic Four. And also Disney's and Marvel's already lack of will. So, but the problem is though, Superman is first in that lineup. So Superman, it's going to be hitting like, second week, and here comes Jurassic Park. Well, that could be a gut punch, especially if Jurassic Park is good. If Fantastic Four is good, which is very possible, then Superman might not even, might barely clear 600 million. Who knows how, and also how well will it be received around the world too? Like, which one is China going to like more? Because China is one of the bigger movie markets in the world. So it'll be interesting to see how all of this plays out with that, because it was one of those things where I would have almost moved Superman to August just so that it wouldn't have to fist fight all this stuff. But at the same time, though, this is their Hail Mary, and like you said, if this doesn't work, we might see Warner Brothers selling DC. Like that could be a possibility of that DC as a whole is now under like Apple or Amazon or whoever would pay money for. Fuck Disney.
If it ever went under Amazon, please kill me.
But it's possibility though, because they are on their last. This is their last chance on this stuff. Like they've even said so too. Like this has to make money, because if it doesn't, we might,
We've heard the reports already. Yeah.
Can you imagine if Warner Brothers as a whole went down and they sold to
There were
Apple or some
reports of
shit?
that recently. I'm pretty sure you saw recently where it's being heavily contemplated. They're going to be splitting up parts of the company, like the game and film. Essentially, like the comics division will be one part, and then the other part will be another thing. But to be fair, I'll be honest, even outside of Superman coming out, they're probably going to do that anyway because they've been showing a lot of things to us that they're going to be cutting. Like they cut essentially not CNN. Well, they did do that. Well, but that's a trash program. Cartoon Network, they've been really gutting that. Looney Tunes stuff they've been gutting. HBO, they recently brought like HBO Max is coming back, and it's like, what are you doing? Why did you ever make it Max? Everyone, I literally said it years ago when I had a different podcast that we were recording this video on. Literally said the Max name is stupid. They're gonna put it back to HBO Max. Color me shocked they did.
Yeah.
But as far as Superman goes, with James Gunn, I have full faith he's going to deliver a good Superman movie. And I'm not even just comparing it just to Man of Steel, guys. I'm not, but I'm essentially comparing it to all the Superman live action movies that I've seen. And I think this one could easily be one of the best ones, honestly. Not saying much because outside of like the original, most of these are bad. Like, I mean, Superman 2, I haven't seen that in forever, but guaranteed by rewatch that's probably not going to hold up very well. I mean, I don't know. I mean, it definitely is going to beat out the one where he's lasering the Great Wall of China back together,
Oh, yeah.
And 4, Jesus Christ.
We don't talk about Superman 3 or 4. We don't talk about that.
It's crazy how people are debating on how can Superman save this girl from this giant monster as she's about to get stepped on. Guys, Superman is so fast he can race the Flash. Do you know how fast the Flash is? Yeah. Wally West or Barry Allen. If you think he can't save someone, I'm sorry. Well, you're just retarded, honestly. It's like, and keep in mind, people always say, "Oh, just suspend your disbelief and just enjoy it." Well, then there's no reason why he can't save her, then, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So, I'll get your final thoughts and opinions on the trailer. You enjoyed it, obviously.
Yeah. I'm hyped. I got hyped for the Superman. I might even be week 1 going to go watch it.
I'm going opening Thursday, yeah, for sure.
Even though I hate crowds, but I'll probably still do it. But yeah, it's good. To me, it looks good. Yeah, the storyline looks good. I like the way the characters are coming together. Yeah, I'm excited for it. I think it's gonna be a good film, and I think it's gonna do good for James Gunn and for DC. And this was a good trailer. The first one was nice, but this one was a good trailer, even though it's like 3 minutes, which, yeah, it could be a little bit long, the long side, but at the same time, though, I didn't feel like that.
I don't feel like from the trailers. Yeah, I don't feel like from the trailers we've seen the whole movie.
No. I think like the action that you saw in there was like the first 20 minutes.
Yeah,
I think that him talking with Lois about stopping the war, and then the fight with the monster where he gets burnt. I think that's all first 20 minutes of the movie. Like I like even that robot, person in the robot suit he's fighting. One video I said that was from one of the countries where the war he stopped. They sent that after Superman. So I think that's still all first half of the movie. Like I think we haven't seen nearly the tip of the iceberg on what we got to.
Also, Nicholas Hoult, woo, looking pretty sinister.
Yeah, he's looking good.
He's not doing that cringy Jesse Eisenberg stuff, right, everyone?
No.
Yeah. Ugh, gross. That would have made a perfect Riddler, honestly. Would have made the perfect Riddler. But we got Jesse Eisenberg as fucking Lex Luthor. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Lex Luthor's supposed to be all buff. Like human peak condition. Jesse Eisenberg looks like maybe 80 pounds soaking wet.
Well, as you guys know, for myself, I'm looking forward to this movie. It's definitely one of my most highly anticipated movies of the year, barring a few other movies that are already are going to come out later in the year as well. I have full faith that James Gunn is going to deliver a great Superman movie. The only thing I'm really not exactly satisfied on is his suit. Hopefully he can get a different suit by the end of the movie, because that suit doesn't look that good. Like the CW producing a better Superman suit than a live action movie is, come on. Like that suit is ugly, for being completely honest here. Those lines are making it look completely tacky. But overall, I found both trailers good overall. This one was way better, way more heartfelt, way more emotional. The dialogue in Superman is very important. I'm glad we finally got a chance to hear him speak and actually talk to the characters he's going to talk to in the movie. Other than that, yeah, just as long as he can balance out the plot and make each character relevant to what's going to happen in the movies, all that matters. So, yeah, hopefully this movie can make a lot of money because Lord knows Warner Brothers needs it. So thank you guys for checking out this video. If you guys are returning viewers or new viewers, then please consider subscribing to the channel if you have not already. Leave a like on this video if you enjoyed it and comment down below. Also, make sure you guys hit the notification bell. That way you guys can get notified on whenever I upload a brand new video or go live. I'm MSK, aka Master Swag King, and we're going to be signing out, guys. See you guys later. Peace. And on Monday, we'll be going over Ironheart.
Ironheart.
I find it a bit funny that 60 to 7% of every scene shown of Superman is him either getting the shit kicked out of him or he's getting off the ground. Well, you got to also consider that this is not a year two Superman. It's not an origin story either. It's mostly a guy still trying to. He's been Superman for a little bit, but he hasn't, really got down how he wants to do it yet. Oh, Vin Diesel.
Oh.
Oh, no, the guy driving his motorcycle around.
So okay, I gotcha. Yeah,
but no, because remember, if that didn't happen, people would say he's too overpowered and he doesn't lose. But if you show him losing, people get mad, and it's like with Superman fans, it's always going to be that way. If you show him losing, they'll say he's weak, and you cuck the character. But if you show him being too strong, let's say he's overpowered.
It is funny though that the whole trailer you just see the shit kicked out of him. Like even the last scene, he flies up and then he comes back down. But when he comes back down, if you look at the silhouette, it's of him falling. So like even the last like inspirational Superman scene is of him falling to earth. Like it's just there's a lot of falling in that trailer.
I hope throughout the movie he does get a bit better at fighting, like and taking care of things.
I think he will. I think we're just seeing part of it. We're seeing a small little clips of it. I like to see him punch Guy Gardner. That'd be cool.
God,
how cool did Mr. Terrific look? With it sitting in the chair, like
he looks
with the orbs.
What's crazy? You know what's crazy about his character? I'll be honest, I don't know much about him at all, literally anything. But that is going to go down as one of the most comic accurate looking suits and looks overall. That looks, guys, very accurate to him. That's almost 99% accurate, which is good.
Yeah, it looks good for live action because sometimes that stuff doesn't cross well, but it looks good. If you watch the Peacemaker trailer, there is it starts off with Hawkgirl and Guy Gardner, Green Lantern. They're doing like a interview.
Oh, Peacemaker season 2 is coming out. Yeah,
it comes out in August. And Rick Flag Sr. was in the trailer, and I guess he's the Secretary of whatever and Defense. So that's interesting. I'm excited. I'm hyped.
Oh, I know you got Walter. I know you like Mr. Terrific. So DC Comics is doing a Mr. Terrific Year 1 4-part miniseries. Actually, I don't know if I'm getting this because I legit know nothing about this character at all. That one's better. Good job. So if you guys are into Mr. Terrific, we are getting a 4-part Mr. Terrific miniseries, a Mr. Terrific Year 1, and they've did this Year 1 thing to death at this point. But sure, I guess whatever.
Yeah, and he's dressed in the movie outfit.
Like I'll be honest, I'm gonna have to look up much more about his character. He doesn't even have what's crazy is Creature Commandos. If you look them up, don't really have much. Some of these characters, like Martian Manhunter, hasn't had an ongoing series since the New 52, I think, which is insane to think about. Yeah, Martian Manhunter doesn't have anything, honestly. Martian. I'm gonna have to go to Wikipedia. I'm joking, guys.
His Absolute book seems to be selling well.
That's not even being continuity, honestly. Yeah, I mean, his newest book is literally an Elseworld story.
Yeah.
Martian Manhunter. So so the last time he technically appeared was Dark Knight's Metal. But before that, he had a New 52 thing he was a part of, but outside of that, no, you got nothing, honestly, unless you count the Absolute Universe, which really just started that for him. What else is there? Oh my God, I love the artwork from Alex Ross for Marsh Manhunter. Looks so beautiful, looks so amazing. But yes, that's pretty much it for tonight's show. I don't think we have any more topics. I want, like, sometimes for the show to like keeping it just a comic book review or just a one topic. Sometimes it's obviously easier. Sometimes. What else is there to go over? Oh, I'll be having sex with my wife, later on. And that's gonna be interesting because I'm gonna blow her back out,
She's not real.
Damn. But what else is there to talk? Oh, Chaz is gonna be really happy. His team made it to the Eastern Conference Final.
Who won?
The New York Knicks. They beat the Celtics.
Oh, the Knicks won?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Oh, he's gonna be eating my ass tomorrow. Oh my God. So tomorrow we're gonna have the Cloud9 podcast, and then after that, I'm gonna get Comic Book Market Watch done, which I, have to get done before the week's over. I'll, at the very minimum, have it out before Monday. At the very minimum, but I know I can't do it Sunday. I'm too busy Sunday, or I'll get it done Saturday for sure. I'll even just push through it. These are long. People see the video. They're long videos. There's a lot to explain. So Ironheart trailer. We'll just do that one on Monday because that's just for sure. There's no rush in watching that dog shit. I saw a little bit of it. I was like, yeah, we can just wait till Monday on that. That one's fine, ish. But did you see that Zachary Levi said he's in talks to do something with the Rippaverse, actually?
Really?
Yeah.
Well,
Zachary
writing,
Levi. I have no clue.
Oh, that's
interesting. And then the comic book. Oh, and then Ethan, he went on a tirade afterwards, letting everyone know.
Of course he did. Jealous ass fucking jackass.
Yeah. Literally, oh my God. The salt. I love seeing the salt.
He gets so salty.
God. This let me see if I can go into my mentions really quickly. Black people asking for reparations are trash, in my opinion. Let me see. Well, let me go down further because I love going down further. I love using my mouth. All right, so yeah,
blow up the sex doll.
This person, gotta make this bigger. So, this person, so Zachary Levi was talking to me, good old Shazam. I'm joking. So Zachary Levi was replying to this person. This person said, "We need to get you a meeting with Eric July and the Rippaverse. Just excellent comics without the BS." Zachary Levi replied. He said, "We're actually talking to them right now to do a collab with Nerd HQ official. Love what the Rippaverse is doing." That's a Comics Gate sure wasn't happy about that. Because remember that's what Ethan was talking about for a long time. Is someone's gonna get picked up from Comics Gate from Hollywood. It's gonna happen. Remember he said a long time ago. He used to basically say this word for word. He wanted someone from Comics Gate to get picked up from Hollywood. We know that Norwal got picked up from Mark Miller to do Vatican City. He'll probably do more books with him too at that point. But that was Ethan's thing, that he wanted someone from Comics Gate to get basically like picked up from someone from Hollywood. And Zachary Levi said he's doing his own thing outside of Hollywood at this point. He's going to be building his own thing. He said he let people know he's got enough money. So, okay. All right.
Well, yeah, he got ostracized for supporting Trump. So
he said he didn't lose any offers. That's what he said. But let's be honest here. I don't know how many movies he's been in recently. He had this movie right here, Unbreakable, that came out in February, but pretty sure that flops because you didn't hear anything about that.
He had that one where he had like the magic pencil and he was drawing shit.
Oh, fucking hell. Arnold and the Purple Crayon, I think.
Yeah. And then, of course, he did the Shazam movies.
So yeah, John's Longbox. I have a YouTube channel where I talk comics. I would love to have you on as a guest. Yeah, I like John. But Zach, you should choose me first because me. Aaron Sparrow, I like him. I've had him on a few times. B.A. Turner said, you should also consider other indies. There are many talented ones in the space who would appreciate the opportunity and who produce high quality art and stories despite not being famous online. I mean, I usually disagree with BA, but I mean, if Zach wants to do that, sure. I mean, awesome. But why can't you just say congrats to Eric? You know?
Yeah.
Oh, goodness gracious. Yeah. Dick Masterson, Rippaverse comics are dog shit, dude. LOL. I said you blow other men, so your opinion means nothing.
Classy.
See, king of trash talk right there. Love it. Oh, goodness gracious. That's big. That's good, honestly.
That's a huge shout out.
Yeah. Typical Shaq. God. That's pretty much it. You have to really search here for the CG people. They got buried under all of the congratulations under this. So I don't know what they're going to do together. I have no clue. You deserve better. It's so cringe to see people say, hey, you should enjoy comics not your way.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
What? So it may seem like Rippaverse is very popular and by extension has good stories to adapt, but that's not the case. The numbers are highly inflated by the same group of people buying multiple copies, and the stories are absolute garbage. Says the CG crowd that has nothing to show for anything. Hey, we crowdfund. Oh, that's awesome. Don't let Eric July Brown knows his way into your business. Bad move. Oh, the guy that's only made like millions and millions of dollars. You don't want that guy a part of your group, right? Says the literal fucking poor person. Don says, Zach, you should do some homework. The comics ain't good. You deserve better. That's hilarious. Jesus Christ, y'all are fucked up.
Fan.
He's always there. He's always on everything. A guy can't even enjoy comics he thinks is good anymore. John says, I know they're doing the meme. It's all exhausting. If it wasn't for a few select people, I wouldn't be a part. I'm pretty sure he meant to say wouldn't. I wouldn't be a part of the indie comic community at all. I think he's just being hyperbolic there. He'd be here regardless, honestly. John says, just ignore the factional fighting. I just thought it was funny. Zach, you were enjoying comics wrong. That's the same thing that I said too. They're literally just saying, hey, no, you're enjoying comics my way.
Yeah.
Reading. You need to read comics my way. Fucking losers. Holy shit. Just say congratulations. Holy crap. I hate my face. I wish I didn't touch. Oh my God, your face looks fine. Shut up.
Oh, your face is fine.
God. If used to be hilarious when Chaz was on cam and both MSK and Chaz would be on stream with matching wife beaters. Goodness gracious. Walter, I think you left the other night when Chaz came on and man was thirsty for Miss Sparkles. Chaz turned that camera on. The thirst was real. Holy crap. But yeah, that's pretty much it for tonight. Tomorrow, Cloud9 podcast with Chaz because I have to get this stuff talked about. And I'll be doing Comic Book Market Watch after that. So expect the newest episode of Comic Book Market Watch either uploaded Sunday or Monday. But if I really want to push it late, I could do it on Monday after I get off work, after this Monday stream. But no, that'd be too late, honestly. So I'll get it out to you guys. I'm going to push myself and just get it done. I was going to do it tonight, but I was so tired after work. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Warren, anything else you want to plug beside my wife before we head out?
Just follow me on and subscribe to me on YouTube. I'm going to start doing a live stream here soon, not this Sunday, but the following one. And there I will be working on my comic. I'm going to be bringing people on, anyone who wants to. I have friends in the comic industry, as well as people in the chat here. I'll be bringing on Miss Sparkles. MSK's invited if he wants. But it'll just be me working on my comic book. If other people want to come in and work on art, they can. But essentially, it's just going to be me working on my book and taking any questions or talking about my process or what's going on in the comic world. But yeah, that'll be coming up not this Sunday, but the following one. I don't even have a title for it yet, but I'll be going on that here soon.
Yep. Can't wait for that to happen. Then I can just be in your chat and just get all the clout, as you know.
Oh yeah, if you want to.
Goal. That's the goal. Hell yeah. Gotta be in there, get the clout, and just chill, being like, hey, I got this. You should be like, I got this hot, rich, good looking buddy. But yeah, make sure you guys go and support Lunchbox Warren's technically his first live stream and first video on YouTube.
Well, I've done it before, but it's been a long time, so this is going to be starting. This is my reboot, if you will.
Oh,
so.
you're doing
my
you're
new number
Marvel.
one.
Yo, no, it's on his Marvel Comics arc right now. So that's not gonna be this Sunday, but the next one. And I have to message. Oh God, let me message Chaz after this. I got to talk to him. Make sure we're on for tomorrow. I'm gonna get some stuff washed. So yeah, as you guys know, for me, tomorrow, pending if I make this happen, we're gonna have the Cloud9 podcast at about 6-7 p.m. PST. Then I'm gonna wrap that up in like an hour 10, hour 30 max. Rest for a little bit, then do the comic book market watch episode. Sunday, we're gonna have another episode of the Cloud9 podcast to talk about the Sunday games and everything. And then after that, we have the MSK show on Monday, and hopefully going to be able to get a chance to stream Master Duel on Monday. And then, just get the pre-recorded content just edited and ready to be uploaded for you guys. I know I'm behind on a lot. I know. I'm using my older computer to just basically edit the videos right now. And I'm basically using my newer one to, get everything else done. Because right now, before I'm set up on my newer computer to edit videos and, with Photoshop and everything, I still have it on my old computer, which I can still use it for. Once I get done with my older computer, I'm going to put it up in my closet. But, I still have use for it right now. So, as you guys know, the goal for the show is to get it to 300 episodes. And we're getting there. So, no celebrations until episode 500. So we got work to do. We have comic books to review. We got movies to review. We got shows to go over. We got topics to cover. We got things to rank. No time for celebrations. You can celebrate when you're dead in the ground. Warren's got trade paperbacks for his comic book series he's doing. We got work to do. I got girls to go bang. I'm black. No, I'm white, so I have a job. Can't really claim that. No one claims they're being black these days. That's an L, honestly. This show has not made its budget back. No, I've invested so much. This man owns a house, a TV he's never opened, yet sleeps on a few blankets and sheets on the floor. Lies. I have a bed, honestly. I'll be getting the TV set up. I still think it's a race car bed. I should be getting the TV set up, honestly. I'm going to talk to James, probably have him come over and put it in Tuesday, You
should do another live stream. The James and MSK putting stuff together live streams.
So I took it down on YouTube because I'll be honest here. I think I said some things in there that probably should be definitely on Rumble. I downloaded the episode. I have it. It'll be on Rumble, but if anyone wants to watch it, it's on X2. It's going to be way easier setting up the TV than setting up the computer. It's like, that's just like you sign into stuff. That's really all it is. But I have to set up the TV. That should be Tuesday, but I can't give a definitive answer on that. Then I got to set up another thing as well. So, that man said we can celebrate when we're dead. Yeah. People will celebrate you, actually. Probably not, because there's not much. I'm just going to buy the shelf, and I move the shelf into my house. I put it over there next to the outlet, and you just open the TV, and you put the TV together with the screws and the legs, and you put it on the stand, and you turn it on. There's no reason to have a stream of something that simple. It's literally like maybe 10 minutes worth of work, honestly. James also, that's because he was talking to you guys. You guys distracted him, Like, he had said, oh, no, we're done. I was like, no, there's no way we're not done. James was like, no, we're done. I was like, we have to set up audio. We have to set up all the applications with passwords. Like, by the time he actually set it up, I was like, we're not done at all. I knew we weren't done. I was actually joking. So, Thank you guys for checking out this episode of the MSK Show. We'll see you guys later.